Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, let's jump right into it. This is going to be the weekly watch list for February 15th, 2021. Remember, Monday is a holiday for President's Day weekend. So the stock market's not open, but the futures are. ES futures, they open Sunday evening as normal. But stock market will be back open on Tuesday. Also, sorry I haven't uploaded a video for the last couple of weeks. I had gum graft surgery on the tooth, so I've pretty much been unable to speak for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. So you could probably hear it now because I still have stitches, but I just want to get this out for you guys, get some kind of give you an update on the market. So let's jump right into it. We're looking at the S&P E-mini futures. Big thing we have is potential divergence, right? Or we do have divergence, but it's kind of interesting because when we zoom in, we actually had a bearish engulfment. And this is where the stock market crash. Is it coming? Okay. I think we are closer to it than not. Okay. And when I saw this massive bearish engulfment at the high where we opened, went higher, came down, took out this low, we really didn't have any follow through. And essentially, we had to break above this to become bullish. I've been bearish the last couple of days until that was actually proven. And then today, late, right at the close, on Friday, I'm filming this Friday evening, we took out the highs and now we're back into a bullish market. Okay. With that being said, also it kind of looks like on that little pullback, the RSI barely moved backwards or down. And now we might actually pop up to the upside and then pop this up and maybe get up to my 4,000 and then pull back. If you guys remember my video from the beginning of the year, I have a ultimate target of 4,000 on the S&P E-mini futures, and then potentially a pullback from there. I was saying it could happen in the first couple weeks, month or two, or we get the pullback, and then maybe in a couple months after the pullback, we would kind of go higher. And if you want, you could call this that pullback and then go back up. I mean, this was maybe a couple percent pullback, and then kind of negated that and went up. So, and that's what I'm also looking for. The other reason I kind of like that 4,000 is if we grab our fib extensions, right? Just draw, and 4,000 is, and even if we draw it from here to this leg and then back down, we have our 4,000 level right here. So not so much on this one, but this one is our 4,000 just from this leg breakout. Also, I believe it was one of these that took us right to 4,000. I believe, look at that 30, yeah, give or take right around here. So, but also 4,000, yeah, this 3790 level. I kind of didn't get them perfect, but if you draw it, you'll see it. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think maybe this week we kind of creep up to the 4,000, and then potentially next week is, or the following week is when the market may crash. So we will see, but I am bullish going into this week. Also, on the bigger picture, we do have a rising channel. Again, bearish pattern, but when does it break? Who knows? We'll see. So let's take a look at SPY. Essentially the same thing, right? Bearish bearish rising wedge, these are usually resolve themselves to the downside, and that's how these things work. So we will see if that actually resolves itself in the next week or two, but I'm looking for about 400 on SPY. Let's take a look at crude oil /CL. With crude oil, I've been calling, again, going back to the beginning of January, for what I was expecting going in to the first few months, $60 oil. Well, guess what? We hit $60 today. And if you think about support, breakdown, resistance. So I'm looking for potential, maybe a pullback once we hit early next day or two. If we get up to 61, maybe 62, and then get a pullback on crude oil. So we'll see how that works. GLD. Let's take a look at gold. Just ugly, still bull flag. Nice flag pattern. We tried to pop up, failed, and we're still within this flag pattern. Higher highs, higher lows. If you think about it, right, we were making lower highs, lower lows, and then this high essentially took out this just barely. I believe. Oh, actually, no. Actually, we're still making lower highs, lower lows, but here we're making higher lows. So maybe a potential wedge being formed, something like that. But we will see something like this, which way it resolves. So nothing really on gold. No good trade. Silver's if anything, I'd say bullish versus gold. I'd rather be long silver than gold. I think you'll get a better move for it. Silver's holding up a lot better than gold is. So that's it. BTC, Bitcoin, look at that, 50,000. But we have massive divergence. Something to kind of be aware of, guys. And girls, if you guys are playing Bitcoin, massive divergence at the highs of a massive run, just something to be aware of. If 50,000 is a whole number, maybe we get a pullback back down to maybe this 40,000, give or take. So that'll be interesting. I'm still long Bitcoin. Probably not going to be selling it forever. Just because it's one of those trades where I was buying around 10,000, and we'll see how high it goes. So that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at a couple stocks. Apple, we always look at. I've been saying dead money for a while. Look above and failed. Double top. Try to do a triple. Look above. Failed. And we're starting to pull back. I've said Apple's pretty much dead money. Let's clean up this chart. I've been saying it's dead money, and we're essentially right where we were a few months ago. But with that being said, I also did say buy Apple into earnings, which I loved, and that was the correct trade. So if anybody did that, congrats. Apple, I mean, if anything, if the market pulls back, Apple will take a hit too, more than likely. So Tesla, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, double bottom right here, but you could say a little bit of a divergence, right? This is more of a hidden divergence, right? Make a low, make a higher low, but down here on the RSI, you made a lower low. So we'll see. I don't think Tesla's run is over yet. There's no excess up above. But with that being said, we will see. Tesla is a cult stock, so maybe a bounce on Tesla back up to the 850 level sometime next week I'd be looking at. And finally, let's take a look at Amazon, AMZN. Amazon, same thing, dead money. So a lot of the FANG stocks are dead money except for Google. L, which is kind of moving higher, But with that being said, nothing on Amazon. If anything, maybe a pullback into a look for potential long to maybe retest the highs over the next week or two. But again, if the market pulls back, all these guys will pull back with it. So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. Sorry I haven't posted for a couple of weeks and all that, but make sure you guys check out all my other videos. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.